Hey everyone, this is going to be a quick review on two custom kydex holsters from Eagle Talon custom kydex holsters. Before doing anything, I'm just going to show that both of these guns have been unloaded. As you can see, no magazines, nothing in the chamber, the weapon is clear. And the same with this one, no magazines, nothing in the chamber, the weapon is clear. Both of these holsters were made to my specifications. Both of these were originally designed as outside waistband holsters, but I'm not a fan of carrying outside waistband personally. So I wanted something good for inside waistband, and I decided to give these a try. This one here is the first one that I bought from him, and it's a good holster. He made a mistake on the very first one, but he replaced it free of charge. So this here's the holster, and I told him to round the edges more since it would be used for inside waistband, which he did. I have done a little bit of reshaping to this just to make it a little better for inside waistband carry, and it's been a good holster. As you can see, it's got good retention. This holster does not have a way to adjust the retention. For the hardware, it's Phillips head on the front, flat head on the back, so you can definitely tighten these down. I asked him to put a little bit of kydex right here to cover the safety so that when this gun is carried, I can carry it with the safety off and not worry about the safety being bumped on. And I also had to do a little bit of reshaping right here because of the fact that these grips have the Crimson Trace laser. This here is the other holster, and as you can see, this here is a different color. The other one is black. This is what's called Echo Hex Cam, and the back is a nice tan color. This is also for inside waistband, but this one is for my Beretta 92A1 with a Streamlight TLR1 on it. This holster here doesn't have quite as much retention as the other one. As you can see, it comes out a little bit easier. I wish this one here was a little bit tighter, but I'm sure I could adjust the retention a bit if I want to. Both of these are very comfortable for carrying inside the waistband. As you can see, there's a nice cutout right here, so that way when drawing, the kydex is not in the way of the middle finger. This holster, as you can see, is definitely a bit thicker, but that's because of the light that's on it. I also had some mag carriers made to match the holsters. As you can see, this is a 20-round magazine, and this is the 17-round flush-fitting magazine. And if you have a 15-round magazine, it fits the same way. The only difference is the 15-round magazine has a little bit more sticking out of the back, as you can see. This here is the 15-rounder, this here is the 17-rounder. On the mag carriers, there are a couple critiques. One of them is that there is not an eyelet up here. Some of that, it may bother you. I tried this out putting an eyelet at the top, and I like it a little bit more with the eyelet right there. Or another nice option would even be a Chicago screw up here. That way the retention could be adjusted. That would be a nice feature. And the other thing is, as you can see, there's some gapping on the magazine carriers. So that would be nice to see fixed, but other than that, the magazine carriers are pretty nice. Now for the edges on the holsters, as you can see, they're pretty nice. This here is the 92FS. You can see a little bit of a gap, but not much on this one. On this one, the gap is a little bit more noticeable, so I would like to see that improved on future holsters from this maker. And also another nice feature, although this would definitely not work as well with this holster right here, would be having the ability to have the magazine release covered. That way it can't be bumped during carry. It wasn't a problem, but it would still be something that would be nice to see. He keeps a number of colors stocked. There's black, OD green, and coyote. This Echo Hex Cam was a special order. And as you can see, here's some belt loops. So these holsters do have the ability to be used for outside waistband carry. The price on these holsters isn't bad either. The price on the holsters are $50 a piece. This one here wasn't as much because I wasn't using his kydex. And the mag carriers, if I remember right, were $20 a piece. I also have this one right here for my 92A1 that doesn't have the weapons light, as you can see. And I've had to do some adjustment to this one because this one here was locked in. The reason why it was locked in was because the kydex was catching on the rail. So when it would go in, it would pretty much not want to come back out. So I had to do a little bit of adjustment right there. Also, on the edges, this is the one for my 92FS, it's a little bit sharp right here on the edge. So perhaps round this a bit more, maybe cut the kydex off right there, and that way that could be rounded, sanded, etc. So that's pretty much it. For the price, these are pretty good holsters. The fit on the holster for my 92FS is definitely better than the fit for the one on my 92A1, but when you put a weapons light on a gun, it does make it a little bit more difficult to shape it. And also I would recommend that the edges be finished a little bit better on some of them. They're pretty good on some of the holsters, but not as good on others. So definitely something to improve on. And while these holsters are good, I'm going to be trying to make my own holsters very soon, my own kydex holsters. So that's something to be looking out for in the future. So that's pretty much it. So if you want to support a guy that is a retired law enforcement officer and a fellow martial artist, then definitely check these holsters out. And I will definitely be using these for influencing my own holsters. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I'll see you next video. See ya.